Feeds it into Potter. Atwell. Surrounded by Wilson. It affects the shot. McDonald. Looked as good as it did. Straight coming from her hand. It's as simple as you like from McDonald. And Kelly Wilson gets going. And a nice feed there to Davis, who gets the N1 to go as well.
Defenders to overhelp. So as soon as there's an extra person or two people that commit to the ball, she's great at finding that open player.
So here goes McDonald. Hit a big three in the play before. She'll go again.
Just so hard to keep in front of you defensively. She's got such a change of pace, much like this athlete, Ali Wilson, who's pretty quick.
Davis wanted more, but couldn't quite get the bucket she desired. Just fell out of Wilson's hands. Guarded by a bigger Potter, so just hands it off to Froling. That was a beautiful pass by Wilson.
It's a great pass, and Alicia Froling did a tremendous job of sealing her defender.
And Perth respond just like that. Here's Kelly Wilson on 2 assists. Gets that snatched out of her hands by McDonald, who sees a look ahead in Goodchild, and she makes no mistake. McDonald's been prolific to start this season, so too is Maley. Clinch Hoycard now looking for Goodchild. Goodchild has to go up against 3 Bendigo players, doesn't quite get the boards. It ricochets back into her hands. McDonald, let's rip! Now Kelly Wilson, a chance to get some revenge on Erin McDonald perhaps. Ali Wilson dumps it into Froling, spinning around Clinch Hoycard, couldn't bank it in. Maley into Goodchild. McDonald wants back-to-back threes, and she gets them! 41% from the field so far. And we've got just under a minute to play in this first term. Clinch Hoycard fires from the car park in the other end. A good shot from the Warwick Junior. Kelly Wilson, Crocker. And it's back-to-back threes. At the Bendnap Basketball Centre, it's capable of holding these sort of games. McDonald wants in on the action, and of course she gets in on the action.
My goodness.
And let's see what Bendigo can do to curb her influence in this second term as Ali Wilson looks to get going. And a nice feed early on to Froling. That's the perfect start for the Spirit. Bertoni on for her first minutes, gets it to Potter. And then Maley finds herself with some space. Werong's White there with her. Guarded by a partner, Amy Atwell. It'll be a fun matchup to watch tonight. Froling spins around Potter. Chibatoni wants to change that. Here's Potter now. And that's heaps better from Perth. Werong now. Dumps it to Froling, steps around Potter, and Froling's had an electric start to this second term.
To only the 8 assists, they had 5 points off turnovers and 6 fast break points every time Froling catches the ball. So it's leaving her susceptible to being stepped past like that last play.
Potter doing it on the opposite end at least. Premier defenders in the league. Puts Maley under pressure and allows Samuels to get going for Ben. Werong again. That's a good shot there from Abby Werong.
Great pull-up.
Despite still being quite young. Chibatoni. Samuels took the contact, and Chibatoni took the bucket.
That second quarter alone. So Bendigo's been able to slow the game down, play it on their terms.
Potter with it now. McDonald. A nice pass to Maley. That is elite vision.
That puts them in a chance to win. For the Perth Lynx, they're ever-present baits defenders to have to come and play her, or everyone turns their head and looks, finds the cutting Maley.
So just like that, Perth on a 6-0 run. Werong looking to break the deadlock, and she does.
Second quarter alone. So Bendigo's been able to slow the game down, play it on their terms, make it.
Wilson. Just looking for an option, happy to take it slow, and then crosses over. Chibatoni right there with her.
But it's not a big issue. Now you get a chance for your defense to get back and set. The Spirit might come down and run a play, but you've got 5 people behind the...
Gets it off to Ali Wilson. She's trapped. Werong in the corner. That's good.
Chalk up another assist for Kelly Wilson.
Maley Nearly loses her feet, manages to keep her feet. Give it to McDonald. Foul on the way in. Count the points.
Challenge that you have, like how do you guard an Erin McDonald? If you take away that driving lane, she can pull up and shoot the three, so you sit too far off to give her a little bit of a cushion of...
She'll give it to Ali Wilson. Davis back on the floor, and she gets it from Samuels, and able to lay it in. Davis. Kelly Wilson. Dishing it back to Davis, and there it is.
It gets given to her where all she needs to do is go make a layup, so credit the whole team effort.
And a good start out of the timeout for the Lynx. Straight away, Amy Atwell goes bang. A minute to work with here to get the lead back. Crocker scoops it back out to Ali Wilson. Likes the look of this. That one just falls out. McDonald. Guarded by Wilson. McDonald, 19 points. Now Warung, 9 points for her so far. Davis also on the 9 points. Kelly Wilson pulls up and drains it. For the Spirit, winless to start their season. What can they do to get back into this contest, Mark? Oh, a little behind the back pass, but Potter picked it off. She goes on her own, just glided through there. I don't know what Bendigo's defense was doing.
They play with, and when you've got Potter comfortable dribbling the ball and initiating the break, Ruth Davis isn't quick enough to go with her.
Ali Wilson couldn't quite get the friendly roll. Potter up to 10 points for the game. McDonald to 19 for the game. Oh my goodness, she adds another three. Maley gets the rebound. A look-ahead pass to Goodchild, who wants to go for three and gets it.
And that's the trouble when you play for fouls.
Ever so slightly. Lynch Hoycard and Goodchild exchange hands, and Goodchild gets the finish.
An action that dislodges a defender. Goodchild catching fire here in this third quarter.
Crocker finding some space and says, count the bucket.
So here, going to the rim in a straight line. Maybe a little bit of a push off there, but rides the second contact. That's the one that gets the whistle and then finishes on the rim. Basket scored, now a free throw. Now Bendigo gets their defense back.
It allows Erin McDonald instead to keep going. Probably the worst case scenario for them. Running hot on 22 points, make it 24. Crocker into Warung. Ali Wilson. Strong drive and gets the finish as well. Watch out, Perth. Lead down to 6. McDonald's goes under the defense and gets the M1.
How about that matchup, though? Her being able to go to the basket, play through the contact and get herself a hoop, and then you had Ali Wills going to come from. You essentially blow up or have a counter move to the Bendigo coach's move.
McDonald thinks about it and goes for it. Samuels wants to step around her, gets it off to Froling. Found a bit of space, but couldn't find the basket. Goodchild now. Ooh, thinks about going herself. Clinch Hoycard gets it. Maley sets her feet. Doesn't quite roll. Couldn't quite collect the rebound. Wilson, no one ahead of her, finds Warung. Good transition basket from Bendigo.
Had 0 points off fast breaks coming into three-quarter time, and I mentioned this is a way that you can start to eat into that scoreline.
Right, the intended target. Froling wants an option, then goes herself. Reached over the top of Potter in this contest. Spirit now in the bonus. Kelly Wilson gets going herself, and that's what Kelly Wilson does in clutch moments. Misses the second free throw, but luckily Bendigo get the rebound. Dumps it into Froling. Guarded by Maley. Froling can't get it to go. Atwell's there for
the offensive glass in this last 2 minutes.
Oh, Maley left open. That's not going to help the Spirit. Only Maley full of class, though. Crocker needs to move quickly now. Just over 2 minutes for the Spirit to will themselves to a win. Wilson delivers. Rebound here for Bendigo. Crocker gets the pass away. But it's a 10-point win for the Perth Lynx in front of their adoring home fans.